Um, you give me a countdown? Yeah. On.
Yeah, let's go.
Welcome to Coventry Cove. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go!
Hi there, I'm Andy Panther, and with me is Giz, and I will play a Beetle Adventure Racing bonus circuit max points. So this is basically just the hardest championship mode category, and I also will get all the points scattered throughout the level. There's 100 in each of them, and the purpose of these points is to give you continues and unlock new arenas in multiplayer, and it's a perfect speedrun challenge, and it perfectly shows off this game. And I will be using different strats for this, mostly with the reset mechanic of this game, and you will see that mechanic a lot. I routed the points for every single level, and this one is probably one of the more straightforward ones to get the points, but still you have to visit all those shortcuts, go out of your way. That's what this game is all about, exploring. And that's why they even implemented that reset button that I used at the start. I just press L and it brings me back to the main track at the set speed. And yeah, you see
the police car.
Yeah, the police car is really, really broken. It's what you get for completing a bonus circuit the first time.
It's really fast and good. But it also has this.
It can do this.
Yeah.
It can stop the AI. And if I couldn't do this, this category would be 1,000 times harder at least. And I'm not even sure if some of the tracks are intended to be possible to get all the points without this feature. I'm not even sure about that. Now I reset myself just because I had to backtrack for a box. Like, having to backtrack, then it's really important that you always know which boxes you missed. Because if you get confused, yeah, it will be difficult to go back sometimes. Yeah, I got this.
You got it.
You got it. That means I gotta continue on 70 points. On easier difficulties, I would need less points, but in bonus circuit I need 70. Normally you can never redo a race in this game, in a championship mode. You just fail it once and it's game over. Oh, and I'm really lucky that I got this one. I was somewhat scared about it. Now I'll just go safe for this 5-point box. Now the rest is really easy. I know exactly which ones I have to get, so that's good. And this game has the problem that the physics are really crazy sometimes. Like, if you land from a jump like this, it can just go perfectly smooth like it did, or it can just randomly decide to give you a gigantic slowdown or just let you jump a second time. And it's really hard to learn to control things like that. And I think I just forgot 2 boxes in the town. That's really great, because I can't go back now. But I'll just continue anyway. It doesn't really matter for a marathon. I would have gotten back if it was a bit earlier, but I don't care if it's this late. I can't do it.
So this is all there. When he's using the siren, the other cars will stop. So that's why it's pretty easy to win the races.
Normally, if you do the tracks with this car, they will usually not be a problem. But on some tracks, even if you go on world record speed, they will always catch you at some set points. Because, yeah, it's N64 racing games. It's super broken rubber banding. We all know and love that. And once again at the start, I will just do this. To start at the set speed, which is the fastest way to accelerate, and I will just let them stop. So I have my time. This level is slightly more complicated, but I've routed it pretty well. So I can get the boxes in a decent way. I just get these two here, reset and hold left. It just puts me right to that box. Really convenient checkpoint spot, because that's actually how the resets work. They put you at the main road again, based on checkpoints. And sometimes those checkpoints overlap a bit, and you can actually position yourself in a way that you get warped to a later part of the track. And that's how you break the design of this game, pretty much. And there's two sets of boxes here that I could get in one lap, but I will do them in two instead because it's faster. I timed that at some point. And if I jump here at this specific spot, I will always make the jump. Some people have trouble getting up there, but actually if you know where to jump, you cannot fail it. The actually difficult box in this level is another one that is coming up soon. I have to slow down here a bit, because I cannot trust the physics. Never trust the physics of this game. Okay, smooth landing, and I'll now just slowly collect this one. This used to give me a lot of trouble, and it probably is one of the most hated boxes to get for any casual player. I will just do it safely, so make sure to get this jump. Swag cam. And now I could drive out of this shortcut. It would be about the same, but it's much safer to just reset out of it. And by the way, don't worry about my position, just at all. This car is just that broken, it literally doesn't matter. They still can't troll me, as you can see. They can even destroy my car sometimes.
You got it.
Then I drive in here, get the remaining two, and reset. And since I already got those ones up there at the shortcut section, I will go for wall boost now. And I got it. By hitting that wall on that angle, I can actually get a speed boost and get a shorter jump, which is really good because you never want to be in the air in this game. And how did I just miss that box? I'm not going back for it in a marathon. Like, it would look terrible, sorry. Like, it wasn't even my fault, I have to explain that. Like, and if you do a jump in this game, you can either get a normal jump an extremely high jump or an extremely low jump, and you don't really have 100% control over what type of jump you will get. So if the game wants to troll you, it will do it. And it's really, really rare that this happens, so just call it marathon luck. I always get marathon luck. It's pretty normal for me. But as you see, I can go back for this one. And I'm not even punished for that, since the AI is just too weak for this car. And I use the reset just to slow myself down. Just conveniently enough, a reset is not just good to accelerate, it's also really good to slow down sometimes. Yeah, I'm not really good with the points in this run, but it's more important for me to just show off the category rather than be really technical about its definition. I really just want to show that this is an amazing, underrated game.
Welcome to Inferno.
Can you explain a little about the game mechanics, not just the physics?
Yeah. This game is actually, if you think about it, not that complicated. I mean, you pretty much just hold A. And there's a few little techniques you can do, but the complicated parts are the details. We established that the physics are random and annoying, but you can control them up to some degree. You will notice that the top runners will get trolled less frequently, because you can learn where you can, for example, tap A little bit to reduce the chance of random jumps happening. Of course, you can never reduce that chance completely, but you can somewhat learn how to control it. There's actually another technique called set turning that I will show in this level to preserve speed in those really tight turns. And that's actually a technique you have to use to get a world records.
Do we maybe have some time
now,
for a few donations?
You see, that's Beetle Adventure Racing for you, in a nutshell. Just the AI driver was there and let me do a bunny hop, so I can't do the shortcut section. So shout outs to the developers of this game and their physics engine.
So, do we have a few moments to read some donations?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Okay. We got a $1 donation from Anonymous with the message, "Okay guys, time to hype goal split 1-1." And we got a $1 donation from Nuaj DQ with the message, "This game is so much realistic and gave me one to buy GTA 5. Kappa. Happy speedruns, happy Frank Z."
Yeah, nitros in this game can be slightly annoying because they have a random chance of putting me in a weird sliding state that actually slows me down. It will still be faster, but not as much. So I tap A bit to reduce the chance of that happening. That's a lot about this game. You learn how to reduce the bad luck, but you can never have no bad luck.
And the nitros are the boxes with the N's on them.
Yeah. Time for another alright box. The 10-point boxes. Now I will try to get one of the more trolley boxes in the town. This alley is like the worst nightmare of every time trial runner of this game. It's what decides if you get an individual level record or not. And it's pretty much impossible to get it consistent. And now they won't interfere with my route. I go into that shortcut section, but I have to slow down a bit to not hit the ceiling. Super safe strats, and that's all. And since now I'll just complete the level regularly, it's time to give some shoutouts. First to Narcissa Bright for being part of the original speedrun community of this game back in 2006 and developing all those time trial strats that we still use up to this day, and for finding even more stuff in 2014. And also shoutouts to Math Monkey from Canada, that is my strongest competitor in this game, and he pushed this game a lot. He actually holds almost every single individual level record.
It's the final lap.
Now I will do just a normal reset warp to the town, like this, and try the alley strats. Like this alley, if you do it perfectly, you will never jump at all, but you almost never see that.
Is it okay to read some donations?
Yeah, perfect time.
We have $3 from Album Core. He says it's super to see speedrunners from my location. Good luck. Hashtag Swiss Army and Hopswitch Kappa. And then we have $5 from Ixar, who says good luck with the run. Also, what's up with the chicken in the background?
It's actually not a bad time for this track.
Good.
Time for my favorite track. This time here that you saw, 5:01:76, is actually the individual level world record. It's the only regular track record that I have. Hey, look at this game, and I will just show you what I can do. I just go back to get this, and it looks like, oh no, I'm 8th place. This is terrible, I can never win this race, but actually I can, because this car is just this broken. And he couldn't even make the jump because I stopped him. It's even possible to freeze the AI in the air if you use the siren with the right timing. What I will do now is I go into a pyramid and activate a switch. I will do it slowly to be safe, and then just go down this path to get some points. Normally I would not activate this switch on lap 1 if this was an individual level attempt, because it's actually slower, but it's just, yeah, once again, much more safe to do it in lap 1. Because if you then miss a box in the air, it's fine, you can just retry it in the next lap. Those boxes here. And now I will do something unthinkable. I will actually stop completely, because the sign says, good things come to those who wait. And I just stop. You never stop in DKR, right, Kiss?
Not really.
In this game it's sometimes good to stop. And I just warped myself out of it. It's actually a bit faster to drive out of that shortcut, but only if you get it like flawlessly.
And as you can see, the reset thing is really convenient, but it's pretty hard to find all of those locations that resets you to the correct position.
I actually believe we haven't found any all of them yet. Like, I would never have believed that this was possible to find new reset locations in the first level, but Math Monkey actually did that. So if anyone would do some really deep testing on emulator, or if like memory watching and stuff, it would maybe be possible to find new stuff. This time, since I already did the shortcut here, I'll just do my favorite reset warp right into the pyramid. This level is also known to have a skip found by Narcissa, like a long time ago. You can jump over half of the track if you enter an out-of-bounds area and jump over a ledge there. But if you do that, you skip some triggers and you can't complete the lap, so that's really unfortunate. Now time for some of those legendary set button turns, like this. The idea is to hold the set button while releasing A to preserve the speeds. I didn't really get it very well, but if you get it really good, it should not drop below 170. Yeah, the boxes. I'll just go back for it once, and if I don't get it the second time, I'll just move on. And if you go back like this, you even have to dodge the AI, as you can see. The AI just is really dumb. If I would have hit any of them, I would have exploded. Nice. The game just gave me a low jump twice. And...
Do donations.
Okay.
So, we got a few more donations. We got a $1 donation from Proc, who's saying hi. And we got a $5 donation from Marakaratma. Sorry, I probably pronounced that wrong. With the message, hello Golden Split, Russian Restream. Good luck everyone, 1-1.
Already first place again from 8. That's how good this warp is. This is the only time I'm visiting this normally optimal route.
So after this level, there are only 2 levels left.
Yes.
And they're both really dark. So when Andy plays this game, he needs to have a TV that can have a really high brightness, because otherwise it will be almost a black screen.
Yeah, it's basically Inferno Isle is hard with dark TV, but possible. But Wicked Woods is literally impossible. This game is just way too dark overall, in my opinion. Now this changes my route a bit. This means I will do some boxes earlier than expected. It doesn't matter that I failed that, because there are no boxes down there anyway. Not all shortcut parts have boxes. I'll take these slowly. Okay. Then I'll be using a reset strat here. Be careful, not too fast or I hit the ceiling. And if I hit that ceiling, it's pretty much almost means that I'm exploding. It would suck to having to go back there. Let's hope that the game is nice and lets me stay on this ledge. Yes, it does. Nice. It is possible to go over that fence and skip ahead, but again, it skips checkpoints, so it's worthless. I'll just jump over this again with the left and safe spot. Go to the next shortcut area. I will do something that you should never do in real life now. I mean, literally, don't do this in real life. I will be racing a train. And yeah, this is a game with a real car, a licensed car, a Volkswagen, and you can do such a thing. Isn't that amazing? Only in Beetle Adventure Racing.
So unrealistic.
You got it.
Probably because this is Volkswagen, they're cheating on the emissions, I guess. Yeah, this game really was intended to promote the new Beetle that was new at that time. It came out in 1999.
These are the drift mechanics he was talking about earlier. to keep speed in the turns.
Let's try if I can get this box now. Nice. Perfect jump. Now I have the perfect amount of points to enter lap 3. This time I'll just use the regular reset location. So it looks like I will run into a wall, but actually I will do this. Now I will go watch a movie with a car inside. And then I'll just hit another reset location from the side. Fairly new strat. That jump took away a lot of speed. Basically the key to get this section here done is to enter it with high initial speed, like at least 180, and then only lose tiny little bit of speed on each turn, and then you're on good pace. But if the jump reduces your speed to like 160, that's of course suboptimal.
You got them all.
And I got them all. Collect them like they were Pokemon.
And the last level is the by far most trolly one.
Yes.
It's the way hardest to get max points on. So yeah, Wicked Woods is the last level of the run.
It's just designed to be trolly. I don't know if I can get all the points here. It's just not completely in my hands. I have a setup for this one to always give me the perfect speed. When resetting to next to that tree, you always have the perfect speed, so you only need to worry about your angle. If you want to try that box without the reset strat, good luck. This is the shortest level in the game, and it also happens to be the most broken one for some reason. Now, oh, that's really high, but actually not even that bad. Got this one out of my way. You will see a lot of slowing down in this track. It's necessary. So this track is actually that hard. I never finished an individual level attempt that just has decent speed. I failed every single one so far. Because obviously in an individual level I don't want to slow down all the time. Like this boxes, you wouldn't believe how easy you miss one of them. And then we see a licensed car next to a dragon. Oh, that's not nice. That's absolutely not nice. Now it means I'm required to get that in the next lap. I told you it was a troll level. Even though so far it didn't look like it was trolling. And over the time, people have developed a lot of strats for this level. What I do here is this. This is the only thing I found that is somewhat consistent to get this box here. I'm surprised I got this one in a marathon and missed some easier ones.
Yeah, you had problems with that in practice earlier?
Yeah, in practice this one gave me a lot of trouble, and I developed somewhat of a setup here at ESA. Now we'll go to the ghost house. No, we will go back. If I had too high speed, I couldn't have turned back, because I would have gotten I went over a ledge. Okay. I need to slow down here, or I get a jump and can't do this jump. You just need to learn every single random jump the game can throw at you. And I got the perfect clip that I wanted to slow myself down. This box, and now just this one left.
Nice.
And now I will soon enter the finish line and complete the run, so get ready for time.
What are you gonna...
It's as soon as I enter the finish line. So... Time.
Time.
Yeah, that's Beetle Adventure Racing.
Max points,
Yeah.
almost.
Almost max points.
Congratulations! Winner! 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 Way to go! You're
Winner.
the champion!
Thanks for watching.